So today in this class we will discuss about the nuclear power plant, which is the one of the most important chapter of the power plant engineering subject of 6th semester mechanical students. Okay, let's discuss about nuclear power plant. Before going in details about this nuclear power plant, I just want to remind you that in case of steam power plant, you have studied the steam power plant in the previous, that is the previous chapter of this nuclear power plant. And what happens in that steam power plant? In this steam power plant, the power generation occurs. That means we are generating the electricity. And what we are using in that steam power plant? We are using the power of steam. Okay, we are generating the steam in the boiler, and by using that steam in the turbine we are generating the power in the form of electricity. Clear? And there is no difference in the steam power plant and nuclear power plant, and one difference is that is the generation of steam. Here also we are using the same steam. Okay? We are using the same steam in the steam turbine, but this process of generation of steam is little bit different in case of this nuclear power plant. In that steam power plant we are using the boiler. In the boiler we are producing the heat, and by using that heat we are generating the steam. But here in this nuclear power plant we are using the radioactive material. Okay, and what is this radioactive material? This is also called as nuclear fuel. Okay, nuclear fuel. Okay, and this nuclear fuel is having the high amount of energy, and by the fission reaction this nuclear fuel is generating the high amount of heat that is enough for the generation of steam in case of steam generator. Let's see this slide on the board. What are the different parts of the nuclear power plant? First one is nuclear reactor, and then coming to is steam generator. That is most important. And again another one is turbine and condenser, and another one is cooling tower. Apart from some small parts, these are the most important parts. Okay, I am writing here and I will tell you one by one. Nuclear reactor, then second one is steam generator, then turbine. You all are familiar with these terms. Then condenser, then how the entire process happens. Okay, have a watch. First, in this nuclear reactor we are using the nuclear fuels, that is fissile material. The fission reaction of this nuclear fuel occurs in this nuclear reactor. Okay, and in this fission reaction the nuclear fuels are generating the high amount of energy or high amount of heat, which is responsible for the production of steam. Okay, here you can see this is the water pump, and also we can call it as coolant. This coolant is coming to the steam generator. There is a pipe is there, and again through this water pump it is entering into the nuclear reactor. And what it does, water does, it is transferring the heat from this reactor to this steam generator. And inside this steam generator cold water is there, and by absorbing the heat from this pipe, that means the heated water or the warm water or heated water is flowing through this pipe, which is coming from the reactor, and by absorbing that heat this cold water inside the steam generator is converted into steam. Okay, and that steam is entering into the turbine. You all have known that we are using the superheated steam in the turbine for the production of high amount of energy or high amount of power, which which is again converted into electrical energy. That is a what conversion. First one is nuclear energy, okay, then that is converted into heat energy, and that is again that is converted into kinetic energy, and finally that is converted into electrical energy. Okay, first nuclear energy. Nuclear fuel is having the nuclear energy that is converted into heat energy when it is bombarded with the neutron, and that heat energy will be responsible for the production of steam, and that steam will go to the turbine. Then that's why that is converted into kinetic energy, and this kinetic energy which rotates the blades of the turbine, that after the rotation of the blades, the electrical energy generated in the generator, electrical generator, okay, that is coupled with the turbine. That electrical generator is generating the electricity, and that is transferred to the transmission line, and accordingly that is distributed to customers. Okay, so what happens inside the turbine? The steam is entering into the turbine. Obviously that will rotate the turbine blades, and enthalpy drop occurs. You all know enthalpy drop occurs, and that will generate the power. And from the turbine, after the enthalpy drop occurs, obviously that will be converted into low pressure steam. Okay, you all know in the in the steam turbine, isentropic expansion process occurs. Okay, and pressure reduces. High pressure steam is converted into low pressure steam, and that low pressure steam will be entered into the condenser, because that needs to be condensed before going to into the reactor, because in the reactor we need water, so steam should be condensed into water, and for this condensation process we have to provide some cooling medium. So how you will provide the cooling medium? Yes, for that another cooling tower is there, and what happens and how it is converting this low pressure steam into water? From the cooling tower, this water, cold water is coming to the condenser. Okay, and in this condenser, this steam is rejecting its heat to the cold water. That means in that condenser one type of heat exchange process occurs. The steam is exchanging heat with the cold water, is rejecting heat, and the cold water is absorbing the heat of the steam. And when the cold water is absorbing the heat from the steam will be converted into water. That means inside the condenser, the steam will be converted into water, and the water which is going from the cooling tower into the condenser, that will be converted into warm water or hot water. Okay, and that hot water will be again flown to the cooling tower, and in that cooling tower also again that is becoming cold by the water spray. Okay, and that is again coming to the condenser. This is cyclic process occurs. Okay, that's why it is called as cooling tower, because it is responsible for the cooling of the condenser, cooling of the steam inside the condenser. And this cooling cold water is supplied to the cooling tower from the any lake or river or any reservoir. Okay, and in this condenser, when the steam will be converted into water, that water will be entered into the nuclear reactor through the water pump. This water pump is responsible to transfer the water from the condenser to the nuclear reactor, and again this water will be converted into steam by absorbing the heat from this coolant coming from the nuclear reactor. Are you getting my point? This is very simple concept. Only important thing is, if this part you already know, this is only important part, that is the nuclear reactor. Okay, and in this process cyclic process occurs, and the power generation occurs in this electrical generator that is coupled with this turbine. In this form, in the nuclear power plant, the high amount of electricity can be generated by using the radioactive energy or the nuclear energy of the radioactive material. and normally we are using the uranium U-235 and U-233 as the radioactive material or nuclear fuel inside our nuclear reactor. So this is all about your layout of the nuclear power plant. I hope you all will understand by seeing this video. Okay, thank you.